So the eyes are a sign of emotions. How do we show our emotions to the world? How do we show our emotions to our family and our friends? So if we have big eyes, this means we're very emotional. Um, if we have small eyes, it doesn't mean we're not emotional, but we maybe don't show them so much. So we don't express them as much. Um, and the face is complicated because what we really want is to get back to our original face. So the original face is how we looked when we were small. So what I want you to do is to go and find some photos of you as a kid. How did you look? And find a photo of yourself now, or take a new photo and try to put them up against each other and see what changed. Were my eyes bigger? Were they smaller? What happened? How's my nose? How's my mouth? How are my cheekbones? Everything. Just kind of take a look at it and see what happened. Because if we had really big eyes and they became small, this means that we needed to hold back on the emotions. We weren't allowed to show them as much. It wasn't safe to show the emotions. So this is really important. It's not like there's anything that's better than the other. What we really want is to get back to our real self, the way we're supposed to be, the way we are supposed to show the world who we are. So, so for example, if we have like very like almond-shaped eyes, and they're very kind of watery, this means we felt a lot of pain at some sort. So if we went through a very, very painful period, and I'm not just talking about 6 months or 3 weeks, I'm talking about years and years and years of pain that we just had to go through, we get these almond-shaped, almost like watery eyes. It's a very philosophical trait. It's a very beautiful trait, actually. When we have these eyes, we tend to pull people in. People tell us all their secrets because they can feel that we know about pain, that we can feel pain. If we have like very big eyes showing a lot of the white in the eyes, this means that we had to use a lot of adrenaline at some sort. This trait is called 3 white-sided eyes. And this is a sign of using too much adrenaline. And when we use too much adrenaline, our adrenals get kind of dried out and emptied out. So we don't want to use too much adrenaline. We need to rebuild this energy. And if we, for example, have, let me show you, if our eyes kind of go up like this and we get kind of tight around the eyes, this is a sign that that we're also holding back on some pain, on some water, and this means that maybe we're spoken to very harshly as kids. And even if our eyebrows come down like this and kind of push down the eyes, this means that someone was very hard on us as a child. We were spoken to very harshly. We were almost spoken to as if words could be like a whip. So this is a very also a painful trait. It means that we become very hard on ourselves. And when we become too hard on ourselves, we become very good at our jobs. We become almost perfectionistic in what we do. But sometimes we become too hard on ourselves, and this takes away the energy. So we don't want to lose our energy. We want to build it up. So what we need to do when we have this trait of kind of, I have it a little bit here, that the eyebrow is kind of coming down a bit, and it's kind of pushing down the eye a little bit here. This means that we need to, every evening, just find like 2 or 3 things that we did today that was really, really good, that we really can be proud of. For example, I just did the dishes and cleaned up in the house. I need to kind of clap myself on the shoulder and say, oh, this was really good. I was really good at that. So that we kind of build up the energy and build up some good vibes inside ourselves. And this kind of builds our chi up. Chi is the Chinese word of energy and movement. So we want to build this energy up so that we get more energy and that we can use this energy on our potentials and for our soul's potential, and that we can use this energy for our talents and our abilities. What else can I say about the eyes? If we have very round eyes, we're very earthy. This means that we're very good at saying things in a very soft and emotional way. And if we have very sharp eyes like this, and if they go down in a corner, like almost like a hook, this means that we can use words very sharply, almost like a hook or almost like a weapon. If we're arguing with someone, we can almost like chop a head off with a word, because that we are so sharp with our words. Having pointy eyes is also a sign of fire, which means that we are very good with words. It's a talent for words. So this is one of the signs of talents for words. It can be one of the signs for being good at talking or writing or using words in any ways, being a poet. This is together with some other signs. Watch one of my other videos, because I will explain the different talents in another video. So this video is about the eyes. So what else can I say about the eyes? Underneath the eyes we have the kidneys here. And this is a sign that our kidneys need to rebuild energy. So having big bags under the eyes means uncried tears. We need to let some of this fear and some of this pain out. We need to cry it out. Having dark circles means that our chi is not very good in our kidneys. And so we need to rebuild the kidneys. The way we do this is by eating seafood, it's by laying down, it's by keeping the kidneys warm, it's by eating black and purple foods. So black sesame seeds, seaweed, aubergine, all kinds of black and purple foods. If we have a lot of bags up here on the top of the eyes, this is the spleen. So this is actually a healthy sign. If we have very baggy stuff up here, this means that even that we're very, very sad, we can still eat. And if we're very, very sick, we can still eat. And this is a sign of healthiness. This is a sign that we have dampness in our spleen. When we have dampness in our spleen, we tend to like sweet foods, and we tend to eat like wheat and sticky foods and sugary foods, which keep the spleen very damp. So if we don't like that we're too puffy up here, we need to cut out sugar, cut out wheat and gluten, and eat more kind of like gluten-free foods, or foods that don't have so much flour in them, so more kind of nuts and fruits and beans and foods like this. What else can I say about the eyes? Well, if the eyes go down like this means that if they kind of have like a tilt downwards, this means that we had a very sad childhood. There was a lot of stuff to be sad about. Doesn't mean we cried a lot, but there's a lot of sadness from childhood. This trait is something we have to be careful of, because we can be a sucker for sad stories. So we need to be careful that people don't take advantage advantage of our ability of seeing a sad story when it's there. So finding a partner that doesn't take advantage of our ability to see when there's a sad story, or strangers, or people at work. So we need to just keep an eye out for people who want our best interest. So that was a little bit about the eyes. There's of course a lot more to say about the eyes, but this was just a little bit about the eyes. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.